Who's okay? Here we go.
Now we are live.
Now we're live.
It's 7:30-ish and a bit more. You're here with us, the source, the Phantom Specialist Isha Asante, man like Kieran, the Outlaw Red Hood, man like Rich, we read comics too, and Josh, Power Ranger Ninja himself. Woo!
Hey.
What's going on?
How's everyone?
What it do?
A big shout out to Sean, our forever listener, and Fifi. It's her birthday today.
It is. Happy birthday, boo.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, she'll appreciate that. She just ran up the stairs smiling.
My dad love you.
Nice. So how was everyone's how was everyone's Comic-Con?
Comic-Con was the sickness. Was it not the sickness? I was actually envious of you guys that you guys got to do more than one day. I really wanted to go again. I was just like,
Dude, I'm so pissed that I missed Saturday. I wanted to be there on Saturday so hard. But
Saturday was
what it is.
Saturday was so sick. The only thing I'm gonna say, one negative thing about you, Comic-Con, yeah, an hour's queue for the cash point.
Cash machine, I do it.
Do you know what the worst point? I'm gonna tell you this thing real quick. I was in S1, so Fee could go meet Shuri from Black Panther, and then the woman's like, "Oh, it's cash." I'm like, "All right, I'm gonna quickly run cash point." I was like, "Where's the cash point?" She's like, "If you go this way and go right." So I went right, and then it was in S6. Long ass queue, was an hour's wait. Later on, when I met up with you, Isha, and Rich, and Sean, we were at S1. There was a cash point right there at S1.
Oh, serious?
First place. Yeah, serious. I was like,
was there? I bet there weren't no queue there either.
No queue. I was like, all right, I was waiting for nothing. But that's how life goes.
Yeah, there is a few cash points there, but some of them, I think one or two of them, they charge you for it as well.
Yeah, man. that one in S6 I had to be charged.
Oh really?
You know, I remember.
That's why all the free ones have the long queues. Even the
no, that's what I'm
ones,
saying.
they've got a queue, but they're not as long as the free queues. The free queues go like start here, they go around the corner and shit like that.
Yeah, up the stairs, down the corridors.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Get your cash out.
S1 from now on.
Yeah,
that's how it's getting cash out.
That's true. My own fault.
Put more money in the cash machines, please.
Yeah, the amount that ran out.
Yeah, there was 4 there in S6, and only one of them was working.
Exactly.
Why?
Don't have any
all right, what are we doing anyway?
Well, it's Comic-Con, man. Saw some good things.
Comic-Con.
What?
Yeah.
What was the highlight of your?
Highlight for me.
Yeah.
A highlight for me. I got a couple. One of them being, it was like Fee's second Comic-Con, and she was a Dora Milaje.
Yes.
And killed it.
If you have
everybody stopped her.
Go and check our Insta page. She's on there.
She's on there. She was the only Dora Milaje there, and she killed it. And everywhere she went, it was Wakanda forever.
Yeah. It felt like we was Entourage or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Another thing.
Right, so where we going? We're gonna go down that way. All right, let's walk.
Yeah.
Stop. Do you mind? Wakanda forever. Stop.
And another one, I suppose, was when this kid asked me to take a picture with me. I haven't posted it yet, but he was like this little mini Red Hood. So the picture of me and him together looks so sick. I can't wait to post that one. So that was a nice highlight for me. What about you guys?
What about you?
Mine, I think it was one of them was when we were queuing up to see Letitia.
Yes.
And that little slider there, man, that was so funny.
It was a day I missed, unfortunately.
Yeah.
No, it was good, man. She's such a nice lady as well, man.
I didn't even tell you guys when we queued up to see her, she came out looking miserable. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, and then when she saw the feet, she was like. Dora outfit.
Nice.
She packed that up.
Oh, nice. What about you, Josh? Which one you're gonna say anyway?
Was it that conversation with what's his name from Red Dwarf?
Oh
no,
yeah.
No, that was my highlight. My highlight was Kevin Conroy, fam.
Yeah.
Oh snap! I forgot. I can't believe you guys did that. You should have held back.
Yeah, man.
Tell us.
Kevin Conroy. Right. So first, I got bumped because in the panel, like even when we got to the seats, I went, "All these seats are right in line with the microphone. I can get there and not be like the last one or whatever." I wasn't the last one. There was still like 3-4 people behind me. But as soon as it got to me, questions over. I dropped on my knees. I was like, "No!" And the panel host was like, "Oh, I think we've broken someone's heart." I was like, "I'll be back on Sunday." I didn't come back on Sunday because we were filming stuff, so I didn't get there on Sunday. I did do line up to meet Kevin, had a little quick chat with him, got him to do a recording for us at Batman. You know what I'm saying? So next week people will be hearing that. You know what I'm saying?
Nice. Can't wait for that.
Yeah, that was definitely my highlight. I met Batman, the real Batman.
Batman
number one.
I didn't know you guys.
Yeah,
it was. I thought it was when you queue up to meet, like paying.
Yeah, no. When we queued, I had to queue them, like, but in the panel, obviously, like they had a Q&A at the end. So. And I only got noticed because I made a scene.
Good. That was good.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe that might be, you know, when they put the videos up on on Comic-Con, it might be the crying Batman guy. I don't know, but there you go.
That was cool. Yeah.
About you, Isha?
Again, there was a couple. There was Josh winning a prize for milking on Wii.
Oh yeah.
There was
Lost the milk, baby.
Yeah, Rich winning the prize for kicking some guy's ass on
Blue
Street
shirt.
Fighter 2 Turbo.
Yeah, mate. That was funny, man.
That was too.
There was like getting the Letitia thing. It was great. Like I think all of it was just amazing. And like Letitia, right? We thank you, and Kevin Conroy, we thank you, and all of that stuff. It was good. And seeing, even though obviously I had my doubts, seeing John Wick Rick.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
John.
I saw him and I
saw that picture.
Strict Kieran, I was like, "This is for you."
Appreciate it. I saw the picture. I was like, sickness. I wish I could have seen that.
No.
I feel like I missed out a lot of good things on front, man.
No, man.
There's always
next Comic-Con.
There's always a con. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, there's quite.
I'm gonna try and do 2 days.
Yes.
We've got quite a few cons this year, like London Anime Con in July, Film and Comic Con as well in July, London Comic Con in July. Definitely going to be there for those, and then obviously MCM in October as well.
Yeah.
So hopefully you lot can come and join us. We do interviews and fun stuff, and come take pictures with us, and you know what I mean. We'll put you all over the, our
interwebs,
socials. Yeah, you know what I mean. And promote your stuff.
I mean, if you've seen our Insta's popping right now, fam. There's Comic-Con stuff on there, so have a peek.
Thank you to like X Gamer for giving us some free samples of the energy drink that isn't going to give you a heart attack, and giving us a free. So it was really, really good.
Us a free shirt.
Oh, I mean me.
I didn't get no free shit. I spent more money on food than I spent on anything.
I milked a cow on Wii U and got some free shit. Okay.
Yeah. After hard working, do you not see me there? Fuck.
You're pretty good at that.
I saw that video.
You're pretty good at that.
It is what it is, isn't it?
Amazing. Okay, what's next?
Oh, Lord. What's next? Should we move on?
Yeah, let's move on to some. Yeah, definitely. Got to do it again. Solo. I know some of us hasn't seen Solo yet, but I have. It's good. I've seen it. It's good. It's good. But
we'll be going this weekend.
But there's a but.
But it seems like a lot of people hasn't seen it. The numbers are very, very disappointing. So, what's going on? What is happening with Solo? Why is no one seeing it? Why isn't it not like Force Awakens or The Last Jedi?
They do.
It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science.
The last film from Star Wars wasn't up to par, so people are very dubious. And that's never really happened with the kind of Star Wars franchise. Like there hasn't been like they haven't dropped a film and it's not been like
Attack of the
Well, the
Clones.
prequels, yeah, the prequels
yeah,
were a
I
bit.
know, but even them, there's bits in there that you're like, oh, this is
Yeah.
weird. But you know what I mean?
Just think, like, I don't doubt that that's probably a good movie. Rich, I really, respect your word that that's a good movie. I feel like if I went to see this movie, it would have been good. But who cares about a young Han Solo? I keep saying this. Who cares? Who cares? Young Han Solo was in the first Star Wars movie, so why do I need to see it again? Why do I need to see it a week before? You know what? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of it's like boycotts, and I mean, yeah, but it's a prequel. No one really likes prequel, and when I went in to see it, I didn't have high expectations of it, and maybe that's part of it as well. That might be a part of why I kind of enjoyed it a bit more as well, because I wasn't really expecting that much. But I mean, the first bit, without spoilers, it wasn't. It was a bit corny. Like the first probably 20 minutes, half hour, it felt a bit corny. But then, like a lot of people were saying, when Lando comes in, that's when things start to shift.
That's the only reason why I want to see the film for Lando, not even for Solo, just for Lando.
Yeah, Lando. Oh, mate.
Literally, that's what I'm going for. Like Kieran said, I don't really give a shit about young Han Solo, but the disservice that has been done to Lando, where is he in this new one? I don't want him to be in episode 9 because they're just going to kill him off. Anyone that was in the first one, just kill him off. So Lando, stay away from episode 9.
Hey, for real.
Be everywhere else. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I can't be having Disney coming and killing you. But I don't understand. It's not rocket science. Like it's obvious. One, they're pumping out too much films. Like people don't want it. 2, look when they dropped it. When Deadpool and Infinity War.
Yeah.
Like no one was gonna sit. Like it's like basic marketing, but they were so stubborn and stuck on their date that instead of pushing it back, which they should have done when they changed directors, they were just like, no, we're gonna put it out now. We're gonna put it out now, or whatever. They should have left it then waited and then put. I bet you there's a key time when there's no films coming out in the next month that they could have just dropped it.
Yeah, no, you're right.
People went to see it.
Because when I mean, what's there been this year? Like big major ones that like-minded people would see. You got Black Panther. You got
Deadpool,
Infinity War, and Deadpool was literally like 2 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
You know, so and that made big bucks as well. So, I mean, yeah,
to be fair, I would have preferred a Lego movie over this movie.
That probably would have been better, you know, because all the adults would have went to see Deadpool because that's a R-rated film.
Yeah.
And maybe the PG, the Lego film, that probably would have done better. But yeah, I mean, like 5 months, I think it was, between Solo and the Force Awakens, not the Force Awakens, the Last Jedi.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I said it to. We had a little debate the other day, and I was saying it to my mates. It's like, for me personally, I think Solo and Rogue One is better than The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi, in my opinion. Yeah.
You know what? I'm not even going to argue with that. One, because I still haven't watched Rogue One yet. And 2,
oh my days.
I know, I'm slipping. But I had the same thing, like between spoilers and, you know, bare shit happening. Like the hype was already filled with The Force Awakens, and then even from The Force Awakens, I was a bit like, this is a bit rehashy. So I didn't have like the same anticipation, even though going into The Last Jedi, I then had the anticipation because Luke Skywalker in it. And then obviously I went it, the first few days I was on the hype train, and then just out of the sheer excitement, and then all the stuff started hitting me like, I didn't like this bit. And then I purposely, because remember, I kept saying that I was going to watch it again. And then I didn't watch it again because I didn't want to destroy what all the things that I liked about it. But I know as soon as I watch it again, I'm not going to like it as much. Like even saying it now, things keep popping in my head. Don't speak of it. Protect.
No, I liked The Force Awakens and I liked Rogue One, but I liked how it was like, obviously Force Awakens is the new, then Rogue One is just like, filling in the gaps, the real gaps that I really wanted to.
It didn't really. I liked Rogue One.
What, Rogue One?
Rogue One was good, but I don't feel like it was a gap that needed to be filled.
I
You
think
know. Come on.
I don't know. I think when you see that Darth Vader bit, man, damn,
No,
then
the
you're
thing
like,
is,
yeah, I'm glad I saw that.
I was gonna say I really like Rogue One, and I'm having said after what you just said about it being better than
Yeah.
the other two. I agree with you. I haven't seen the Solo movie, but Rogue One, in hindsight, is a lot better than The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. Last Jedi? Yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah, The Last
Better than
Jedi.
The Last Jedi right about
It's
now.
a lot better than those.
Yeah, for me, The Force Awakens, like I said before, The Force Awakens is just the was it the New Hope redone. Really, they should have got rid of the Death Star, not do anything with that Death Star.
100%.
I'm sick and tired of seeing that Death Star.
If I see one more round
And then
weapon of mass destruction,
I was busting up when they said they miniaturized it. I was like, oh, come on,
No,
man.
it's just so corny, man. It was so corny. That's when they lost me. And the thing is, and all right, so that's that's with Force Awakens. The Last Jedi was just basically, you thought this was gonna happen, you thought this was them, this is gonna happen, that, this and that. Nah, mate.
nothing, no payoff for the last film, no payoff.
It was just like it was just like him saying, look, everything you thought, nah, it's not that.
Akbar, man.
The disrespecting
the mad disrespect. Like,
come on,
the king of memes as well. Like, you need to show him more than that. Like,
I know, for real. They should just wipe that off, man. Honestly.
They should bring him back and just be like, no, that was a mistake.
Yeah, it was his brother or
that
something.
Didn't happen. Yeah, that was just someone of my race that looked like no. Yeah, no,
it's.
Yeah.
No.
One other thing as well, actually, you guys know who Michael K. Williams is, right?
Yes.
He was in The Wire.
Scarface.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my coming, y'all.
And then
that is my dude.
Han Solo in it.
Yeah, he was supposed to be in it.
He wasn't there for reshoots, and they recast him.
Yeah.
What?
I think maybe if he was in it, then I think that would have, because
he was supposed to be in the movie.
Yeah, he was. He was actually. He was actually supposed to be playing. I always forget his name. Vision. Vision. Yeah. What's his name again?
Vision.
Yeah, I keep forgetting his name.
MCU Vision.
Yeah. It's at the tip of my tongue. I have to Google it. But his character, Michael K. Williams, was supposed to play him. And he was supposed to be a totally different type of character. He's like supposed to actually be an alien.
So he was in Solo. If he I'm such a fan of this guy. If he was in Solo, I would have gone to see that movie.
Yeah.
There you go, Disney.
He could be in the Jamie Foxx film.
Jamie Foxx? Oh, right.
No, we'll get to that. We're getting to that, right?
We'll get to that. Paul Bettany, that's it. Paul Bettany.
Man. All right, well, what's next anyway? We gotta keep it moving.
Yeah. So Jessica Jones, season 3.
Love Jessica
We'll
Jones.
start shooting soon.
Amazing.
I haven't finished season 2 yet. I'm just saying.
Neither have I.
How can you not finish season 2, man?
Oh, do you know what? I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm watching
I thought you was a fan. I thought you was a big fan.
What I am, what it is, I'm watching with my mum. I actually had a go at her the other day because I was like, Mum, do you want to watch Jessica Jones? Oh, I want to watch Peaky Blinders. I'm like, Mum, I'm like, that's it. I'm done watching these shows with you. I'm like, every time I come home and I want to watch one of these shows with you, you want to watch something else. Like, I'm not waiting for you no more.
Yeah.
So she's like, do you want to watch
it's dangerous though, man. It's dangerous to do that. I do that to Danielle sometimes, and it's like, yeah.
So,
and then when something really good is on, and then we're supposed to be watching it together, she's like, well, you didn't watch the other thing with me.
What? Right.
I'm having this exact same issue with Jessica Jones. So
see,
like got up watching my girlfriend, got up to episode 4 or something, and then that's where I'm stuck.
Let me see.
I just have my cat and we watch it all the time. Okay?
No complaints coming from there.
The thing is, I've got one. Don't cuss me, but I've got one more episode of Punisher to watch, and she's like, "Oh, I already explained why I'm not on Punisher. I will finish it in my own time." But anyway, my mum's like, you started
There's no
watching.
excuses for Punisher, fam.
Right, I'll go into that. We don't have the time, man. I'm not going into that right now. But anyway,
Oh,
she was like, you're watching Punisher without me as well. And she's like, I'm like, well, yeah, I'm not waiting for you to watch all these shows because you're watching this, that, and the third. But anyway, I'm on episode 7 of Jessica Jones.
Okay.
Good mom, let the man be great. Come on.
But
So
when Luke Cage starts, I will be on it with you guys. I will binge it. I'm not waiting for my mom. I'm just gonna watch it. Luke Cage.
So he says.
Nah, man, we got to ante up.
So that news came from Kristen Rittner herself. So she's saying that they're going to start shooting very soon. She's actually started training and boxing.
Oh, she's gonna do better.
So yeah. I mean, she also says something along the line of like this season has to live up to the first 2 seasons, because I think that the first 2 seasons were very kind of emotional ones for her, in the sense where it's really personal.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind if they did go on to like a different route and not make it so so personal. Yeah, because I think season 2 was kind of like a, not exactly, but kind of like a Jesus
Origin story. From what I'm watching, don't tell me any further, but she's just found out that her mom was the woman going around.
Spoilers, Josh. Spoilers.
Oh God, Josh hasn't seen it. Sorry, man.
Josh is like,
oh my day. You know what? Never mind. I'm so sorry.
Now I have to wait a year to forget what I just heard.
That is my bad. Oh my day.
That's why I haven't watched Rogue One yet. Because I had to forget the spoilers. And I've done the same thing happened with Game of Thrones, but it took me 5 years to watch that. So
I'm sitting here.
Season 4.
I'm sitting here, and everyone, and these two are like, "Oh, you haven't watched it yet," and I forgot that you. Dude, I'm sorry, man. I do apologize.
It's all right. It wasn't that big of a spoiler. There's not that much context to it.
Right. Anyway, I got there.
Don't say anything else.
It just feels like this whole season feels very origin-y. So it'd be nice if like season 3, if she kind of like in the Alias comics where she just kind of takes on the case. And we see where that goes, but it has nothing to do with her. She just needs to solve this case. It would be so good if they did something like that.
Yeah, defo.
Yeah.
So maybe even like, I just want them to do bloody thingy, man. The why am I forgetting everything today, man?
I don't know, man. What are you doing?
It's Wednesday and it's been raining and feels muggy and your brain is blur.
Did it rain today? I've been in a concrete building all day. It looks sunny.
No.
Yeah, so anyway, I just hope they have a lot more action and a lot more
I really wanted to know what you were going to say.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to know what you were going to say.
I need to know what I was going to say.
Yay, it's Jessica Jones season 3. What's
Luke Cage and Iron Fist in there. Their business. Anyway, so
wait. Do you think that they'll do? They'll put her with Luke Cage. Do you think we'll ever get there?
I think they should.
I reckon they will.
I think after season, is it 2 of Luke Cage and 2 of Iron Fist, they do season 3 of Jessica Jones.
Yeah.
And then just do I'm gonna remember.
Defenders.
Not Defenders.
Heroes for Hire.
Heroes for Hire. That's the word I am looking for.
Okay.
I'm terrible today. I'm sorry.
I promise you guys, I've grown up with this guy. He does read comics.
Seems like I don't, isn't it? Heroes for Hire, definitely. And just like have her, like the 2 be the muscle and she investigates and maybe do something where it's more of a power kind of powered villain, not villain, but a kind of powered case.
Yeah,
where she needs them to go along with her.
That'd be pretty cool.
Something would be, that would be sick.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
All right.
Yay!
All right. Sorry. Moving on. And again, Josh, I do apologize. That was so crap of me. What's next? Oh,
So-
look, Black Panther. Yeah, let's talk about that.
So we missed this one at Comic-Con, but apparently Letitia Wright may have kind of spoilt the next Black Panther film. Not really though. All she's saying is basically someone asked, is she prepared to take up the mantle of Black Panther or to be the ruler of Wakanda? She's basically said to be comic accurate. Yes.
Yeah.
So-
Is that what she said?
Well, she's the next in line, so
I know that. I know she was Black Panther in the comics, but
Yeah.
I didn't think
Yes.
they go there.
I think they could. I think she could do it. I mean, the guy M'Baku, he's kind of like their friends now anyway, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
So he may not challenge her for the mantle.
Yeah.
So it could
she's
just
still
be
got a
passed
body
down.
and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
to share and stuff. So
Do you know, speaking on M'Baku, because I never really said it before when we talked about Infinity War movie, I loved his relationship with T'Challa in Infinity
Yeah.
War. That they
Yeah,
just seem
yeah.
to grow, they
Proper
referring to each other as
brotherhood.
brothers. I love
Yeah.
that. That was just such
Yeah.
a dope scene. So yeah, shout out to M'Baku and T'Challa. All right, that'd be cool to see her as a more slender Black Panther.
Yeah. She's good. She's got a pretty dope suit as well. I mean, it's still
Yeah.
black, but the
Yeah.
fur and the cloak and
like
everything.
black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Having said that, I could imagine they do. She wouldn't be Black Panther for long. I'd imagine we'd get T'Challa back and.
Yeah.
Or would we?
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm not even feeding into the nonsense of this. He's not coming back. Carol Danvers is going to show up and regulate the whole Marvel universe. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Shall
man.
soon.
Or Reed Richards.
Yeah. Still wait for that day, man.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, hopefully she does, become the ruler or Black
That'd be cool
Panther.
to see. I don't.
That'd
You
be
know what
good.
I think they do? I don't think they'll have her be Black Panther. I just think they'll have her sit on the throne as Queen of Wakanda. I don't think they'll do the Black Panther.
Yeah.
You
She might
reckon?
do a start
Yeah.
feeling.
Well,
Yeah.
I think they will, because in Black Panther, how many Black Panthers did you see?
Yeah, it's quite a few.
57.
There were quite a few. Yeah, there were quite a few.
If they were on the throne, they were. I think even Killmonger was a bloody Black Panther. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they will make her a Black Panther. They will throw in their little PS3 graphics. She'll be Black Panther. Bam.
Big
Problem
graphics,
solved.
stop it.
You know what I'm saying?
Um.
Well, saying that, they made bare P from the last film minutes, so
Exactly, yeah.
PS4 graphics, baby.
Speaking of, by the way, actually, I can't remember where we are with time.
Yeah, we're good.
As in, no, I meant as in what we spoke about last week. No, yeah. So, did we talk about Childish Gambino being a Black Panther?
No.
Did we? I don't think we did actually.
I remembered that.
I'm bringing that up right now. Childish Gambino was in talks with talking with Michael B. Jordan about being in the next Black Panther movie. So it looks like it's suggesting that Michael B. Jordan will not only be coming back, but Childish Gambino will be the villain as well. So that'll be pretty sick.
Oh.
Which again, all the black people, bring in the old ones as well. Bring Lorenz Tate, get bloody Mekhi Phifer, just
Nia
get
Long.
Morris Chestnut, just get all the black people in there. Just throw
Eminem, yeah.
Just get them all.
Mate.
That's
Get
right.
Ice Cube in there.
Yeah,
Ice Cube.
all of it.
All the black people, man. Come on, give them a job.
All right,
Tay
what's next?
Diggs, man. Tay Diggs.
Yeah, I mean he's already in the MCU though, as
Tay
Miles
Diggs.
Miles Morales' uncle.
Yeah, but it's also you could class that as a Sony property at the same time.
Yeah, but he's in the MCU.
He
He's
is in
that
the MCU.
Spider-Man has been like there in the same film as Black Panther.
I was watching
No.
something the other day. I mean, it was a lesser known actress, but this actress played one character in an MCU movie and then played another one in another movie. So
It's
Yeah.
not like I feel like Captain America has been Johnny Storm, and yeah. So, I mean, come on.
I think they could
Well,
get.
I thought they would be setting up the Prowler, to be honest. So
Nah.
I don't see why they would set him up as a character and then you have him be a main character in another film.
I think it was just an Easter egg for them to do. I don't think they have real cemented plans for Spider-Man as of yet, if that makes sense. I think that was just like.
So Sean Best in the chat.
What up, bro?
He's saying Terrence Howard. Give him another chance.
Oh shit!
All right. He could be a villain. He can come back as a villain.
He should be a villain.
Yeah. Well, who could he? Oh, imagine he came back as oh jeez. Oh man.
I swear.
Yeah.
We promise.
Take a moment, man.
He does.
Anyway, yes, Terrence Howard, come back as a villain.
Oh, Steve Jobs.
Yeah, that would be sick. And he kills Iron Man, fam.
Yeah.
No, they should do that. Oh, it's too funny. But yeah, just on that little thing on Shuri, I thought I'd just throw out that thing about Childish Gambino because we never spoke about it, and we got excited with Comic-Con. So there you go. There's some Black Panther news for you. What is next?
So if you're looking for some, if you want to see or read about Shuri, her first appearance was in Volume 1 of Black Panther. Sorry, Volume 4 of Black Panther, May 2005. And her first appearance of being Black Panther was Volume 5, Issue 5. So check those out. Next one, our friend Kevin Conroy explains why Batman the animated series ended.
What?
Oh yeah.
Why?
Yeah. So
I'll be
basically,
back, keep talking. I'll be back. Sorry.
I don't buy this, by the way.
Yeah.
you don't buy it.
Well, not fully.
No.
Even though he's talking about the end of Batman the animated series, like because it still ran in the DCEU, I feel like if the universe was still alive, they would have found a way, because even though it might not have directly been Batman's story all the time, do you know what I'm saying? The universe ran, do you know what I'm saying? And if they wanted to, they could have still went. I know there were certain things that they done that they didn't get to do that they wanted to do or whatever. Like obviously, I don't think it could still be running like now or something. But I do think they could have had like different projects that have come and go. Oh, do you know what? This is part of the DCEU or whatever, separate from the. I keep saying DCEU.
You mean the DC animated universe?
Yeah, DCAU. There's too much DCFU, DCE, DCA. Do you know what I'm saying? They just changed one fucking letter. The Timverse or the Deanieverse, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. The Tim Deanieverse.
Yeah, the Tim Deanieverse.
Oh, that was the best, man. That was the best universe for DC.
It was.
It was. And it's like there were other things that they were setting you up for. Like I don't know if you guys remember if you watch Static Shock. Heads up, that's what I'm cosplaying next. But I'm just saying. Anyway, there was an episode of Static Shock where Batman showed up, and he's like, "Oh man, I can't believe I'm in the Batcave." And he's like, "Where's Robin?" And Batman's just like, "With the Titans. Don't worry, you'll meet them." And I was like, "What? We'll meet them?" And then we never got to see the Titans. I remember being so excited. And Justice League was in like between season 2 of Justice League and season 1 of Justice League Unlimited. So I'm like, oh my god, soon we're gonna see the Titans in
Static Shock.
Or in the Teen Titans, but or in Justice League, but we never saw it. They were just alluded to. There was so much that they could have done. I remember there was an episode of the Justice League Unlimited where Black Canary and Green Arrow were riding through Bloodhaven, and you just see Nightwing perched on the rooftop. Yeah. You remember that bit? It was like there was so much they could have done. It's a shame.
All little things, but because obviously I feel like he's speaking about the animated series, as in the animated series specifically.
If you guys didn't know, actually, because we didn't actually say what it was, but he basically said that the show stopped because it wasn't because the audience wasn't there. It's pretty much because the creators ran out of ideas for stories. So,
seriously, for Batman?
Yeah, for Batman. It went for 85 episodes, and they didn't want it to be stale or rehash any old stories, which kind of I don't know. If you really think about Batman the animated series, it was awesome. The toss up, really, if you actually think about it, is between that and X-Men.
Yeah.
So I mean, as in story wise, everybody loves the Turtles. Everybody. you know, it has got different types of animated series they all love and stuff. But for this, I think specifically for the stories, if you think back to like the what's it, Mr. Freeze's storyline?
Yeah,
that one was
banging.
Devastating. Yeah,
banging. And obviously, they adapted that into the comic. They changed the canon in the comic to go with the animated series.
That
Harley Quinn
when she caught Batman. And the Joker was pissed. He was
and dashed her out the building.
He dashed her out the building. Come on, man.
That famous line, "Don't you want to ride your Harley?"
Like, I do think they could have kept going. Like, I do think they could have kept going. Because think about it, they made stories out of the Condiment King. Do you know what I'm saying? They're talking about it. They didn't want to start doing silly stories, but I feel like they could have taken the silly stories and made them into more serious and have a better tone, and you know, a bit like how the Boom Power Ranger comics is doing with Power Rangers. But you know,
I think it's always good to kind of, if that's how they generally felt, like it's good to then be like, all right, cool, we're gonna stop it here, because then you have an impeccable body of work. That no one can, like X-Men, you ain't touching. The stories were great, you know,
except last season.
Last season was.
But like,
but they took their work. I think they took it to some other country, and there's some back and forth with that.
Yeah, but
yeah, I mean, you're right.
Yeah, you'd rather,
sorry, Isha, go on.
No, sorry. You'd rather have a great body of work where you can be like, you know, like how we were saying before, like with our tangents, it's like when we have kids, like I want to show them these great like cartoons.
Things,
you know, I want to be able to watch them again and again and again and again and again. You know what I mean? And never get bored of them, kind of thing. So that's always important. But that's a shame.
Yeah, they did well, because if they were like, okay, we've run out of ideas, instead of just stopping, I love that they did Superman the animated series, and then they did the Justice League, and then they did Batman of the Future, and then Batman of the Future. Oh, and then there was this one called, I think it was called Zeta Project. Yeah, which was canon to the
short series.
Yeah,
he was basically, it was a spin-off from Batman animated, from Batman Beyond, or Batman of the Future. Yeah. And he had like one episode where he featured, and he was like an android that was like a hitman.
But they did all these things that were like, and the way they tied up, because they Batman Beyond got cancelled, but the way they tied that in with the Justice League was amazing. I don't know if you guys have seen that episode. Epilogue. If you haven't seen Epilogue, go watch Justice League Epilogue. It was so sick. It's like, that's probably my favorite episode. It was just good. They ran out of ideas, but they were like, okay, let's do this, and tie it all together.
Yeah, so, that's what I loved about it as well. I love the way that they tied in the animated Superman with the Batman as well. Yeah, and that episode with when, but I'm always find it funny when I watch it. Like Bruce Wayne is going out with
Lois Lane.
Yeah,
that was World's Finest. World's Finest. Yeah, even though you could watch it as the film, but they put it out as the 3 episodes or whatever.
Yeah.
When Batman found him, fam, and he was just like way across. The tracking device, and then he just uses supervision. He sees him, he's like, motherfucker. Batman's like, now I know who you are too, bitch.
Yeah.
Obviously, the bit where he dashed him in it, like when they meet for the first time, and Superman puts his hand up, and he's just like,
Batman. The first time I watched that, I was watching it with Rich and my brothers, and I remember Rich and Sean be like, "Who does Batman think?" Like he just throws Superman across the room. I remember your reaction still to this day, and every time I watch that, I think of that. I'm like, yeah, like he has something to prove.
That was it.
He had something to prove.
Batman fan.
Yeah, and no, World's Finest was great. That whole universe. So maybe it was for the best. Long and short of it. Maybe it was for the best that Batman the animated series got. They stopped it just so that they can do these other projects. And then Bruce Timm ended up starting the movie universe as well, which they're not canon, but we got.
But that's that's what that's what I always say now. It's like they should take that leaf from Bruce Timm's movies side and start doing the DCFU in that way. Just do Elseworlds or stories that don't intertwine with each other, but make sure they're bloody good stories.
And sometimes they do intertwine a little bit, like
just a little bit, but not too
like the team of this Justice League. Like obviously they had ones that were like alternate universes or in the Golden Age or etc. etc. And then they do have like the main team films where
kind of
all the films they're not totally connected, but it's the same Batman, the same Superman, the same Wonder Woman, and the same Titans. And if the Titans have a film and they cross over with the Justice League, they're all the same or whatever. Or if Batman goes to thing in another film, a bit like how they did with Batman Suicide Squad, but you know, not shit. And then and then doing something like that. But you know, they already taken too long. I mean, you already done this like 30 years ago. Why is it taking so long to do it live action? I mean, seriously, guys.
Yeah.
Think of the program.
Oh well. What's next?
So keeping on a DC flex, Brian Macabandes, basically, he's apparently created 14 new characters.
Do you know, when I read that, I just thought, oh.
Okay. I thought that as well. And actually, I didn't. Yeah, I reading Superman 1000. It had his story in it, and honestly, I think his story is probably one of the worst ones in that whole book. But going back to what he actually did with Marvel and the characters that he created with them,
that's true.
I was looking at the list, and he's got some pretty deep characters, man. He's like he's got Ronin, the Hawkeye that turned into, you know, Ronin, Ares, the Cabal, White Tiger, Nick Fury from the Ultimate Universe, Hammer.
White Tiger his?
Black Fury.
Yeah.
Sorry, was White Tiger his?
Black Fury. White Tiger, yeah. Well, the Angela Del Toro.
Yeah,
version.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Black Nick Fury, Hammer, Victoria Hand, Maria Hill, Daisy Johnson, Jessica Jones, obviously, Kraken, the Secret Warriors, Yo-Yo Rodriguez, who's in S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. Obviously, Miles Morales, the Ultimate Fantastic Four, and Riri Williams. You know, Lila Miller.
The Maker.
So, the Maker.
The Maker was his, wasn't it?
Was it? I
don't remember.
It is now.
Yeah, we're giving you the Maker.
The Maker. Yeah, I mean, like, a lot of those characters are pretty sick, pretty dope, and they have lasting history as well. So
that's true, I suppose.
Yeah, but I think the main thing with what happened in Superman 1000 was that because we already had what was it, the Superman just with Mixel Pidilix and his father, who got taken away when Krypton got destroyed. Mr. Oz. Yeah. So they already kind of explained things about Krypton getting blown up and stuff, but he, with his Superman Action Comics 1000, he kind of changed that history in a way.
Why does he do that?
I don't know. You got to read that. It's just one issue, so we don't know how the story's going to.
I'll read it. Hopefully, it's not too much change. I don't mind the odd retcon or like something that maybe it wasn't mentioned, so it didn't technically exist. So if you say it, it can be not like directly changing stuff. Like Krypton was actually called Flarfenjarf, and the real Krypton was 1,000 miles away, so everyone was okay in a pocket dimension or some shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I don't like all that shit. I don't mind.
And it's not as if it was.
It helps the story. Right?
Yeah, it's not as if this happened like 5 years ago as well. This is literally not even 5 months ago that they were telling that story anyway. So
this is he's gonna bring in bare Kryptonians as well. I bet he's just gonna have. I mean,
Zod, mods.
Yeah,
just lords, gods,
cousins. You find out that Supergirl's got a little brother or some nonsense like that.
I mean, good luck to him. I do look forward, and I did get Man of Steel today as well. So I'm gonna read that. So hopefully,
review it next week.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, definitely. Hopefully it's good. He's pumping.
Yay.
So that's that. The next one, Jamie Foxx. If you ain't heard, set to star as Spawn. in the movie.
I had my doubts.
Yeah, you did. You voiced them.
Then I had serious, and then I was and then actually when I was talking to you, like, and then I actually sat down and thought about it, I was like, wait, who else could actually pull this off?
Wesley Snipes is
Like-
Blade.
Wesley Snipes is Blade. No one else is Blade.
You could do Spawn though. I could see him as Spawn.
No.
Who, Wesley Snipes or
Wesley Snipes, man.
Jamie?
Nah.
I don't know. I don't
Bit
know.
old now.
Yeah.
Old. What's old with black people? Like, what does that really mean?
But my thing is that the guy who played Spawn in like 1997 film, he's still around. So
Yeah, Michael J. White.
Michael J. White.
Yeah.
White.
I don't know whether it would be nice if they did kind of like a handoff, like where he, you know, what I mean, he gave the Spawn to Jamie Foxx, you know what I mean, his character.
Yeah.
But
Oh, okay.
So
I hope we at least get a cameo.
Are they not playing the same character?
Yeah, they are. It's the same. It's Spawn. So it's not.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not doing like some alternate one. So
Nah.
that would
they
be
ain't no
like
handoffs.
on it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think though because it's Jesus Christ.
Breathe water.
Todd McFarlane. Because it's Todd McFarlane who basically he said that he's always seen Jamie Foxx doing it. He wanted him to do it. Yeah, so I mean I don't know how true that is. I mean Stan Lee was saying that he's always imagined Spider-Man to be like Tom Holland, but he said that about the other two as well.
Maguire.
Exactly. So you can only take that with a grain of salt. But if he does say that, and he's actually directing it as well, although it's his directorial debut as well. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean he's got a vision. It's his character. What's that?
No, I said would you risk it on a chocolate biscuit?
Yeah. So he's it's his character. He knows what he wants to do. He's directing it. So it could be, but like Kieran's initial, I don't know, my initial thought was like, not too sure.
Yeah.
My thing is that he's an amazing actor. That's just hands down. He's a great actor. But then it's just like, unless he's a fan, he better you know what I mean. There's a lot at stake. Because if the cape ain't right, I'm not happy.
Do you know what?
Yeah, but yeah.
I don't even think you need to be a fan. You just need to. It's a team effort filming. You can't say for the actor to go, "Oh, it's the actor's fault," when the director directed the film.
Yeah, no,
and
true.
obviously with
he's directing.
yeah, and obviously if he's directing his own character and he's making him play a certain way or whatever, and the actor is doing what the director is asking, then you can't blame anyone but the director, innit? Or it goes into other things. You go producers and da. But for me, Jamie Foxx is more than capable of playing whatever character you put in front of him. And if he doesn't execute that, then I wouldn't think of it to be his fault. I would always think that the director must have guided him to be shit or something.
Yeah, but
You know what I'm saying?
at the same time, you have to be, as an actor, you have to be like, I have to like do the work of this character. That's where sometimes people get it wrong. Like they're great actors, and then they think they can just bounce into like a comic book thing and think, oh well, I can just do this.
Yeah,
I can just create a character from seeing, just hearing about their story and It's like do the work in it, and read about your character. Like
but do you think Jamie Foxx is a person that wouldn't do that?
No, I know he would, but I'm just saying, like, you've got a lot at stake because Spawn is no joke. He's violent, he's bitter, he's Wanda. He's, you know what I mean? There's a lot.
Yeah, but what character would you say was that Jamie Foxx has been in his career that is similar to Al Simmons?
Django.
I think he would probably be a bit more meaner. He was mean, but
yeah, but it's not like that far off. I haven't seen Baby Driver yet.
Dope.
Good in that.
Yeah, that's a good film, but that's like he was gangster mean on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look how many types of mean he can be, man.
You know what? When I see Jamie Foxx, and I agree with Isha, I think he's a really good actor, but I can't see past the fact that it's Jamie Foxx. I can't do it, man.
The other thing about this as well is that it's going to be like Sean Best is saying, the production house is going to be the same one that brought you such film as Insidious. So it's a Blumhouse production.
I haven't seen Insidious. Is it bad?
No, it's good.
The thing about Blumhouse is that they do films. Okay, let me give you their latest films in. So, Insidious. They've done Creep 2. They've done Get Out. They've done Split. Ouija. The Purge. It's all horror movies,
modern horror movies.
Yeah, but the budgets are really low on these.
I was gonna say because the Purge is kind of
every day
budget wise. Yes, it's not really. Yeah. It's shoot on your iPhone kind of movie,
right? And I think that the most they spent really is about 10 million on a film. So this one will probably be about, maybe they might spend a bit more. I don't know.
It might work for Spawn.
It could do. It could.
It might work. It might. I don't know.
I want to know who playing the clown. That's all I want to know. I want to know who's playing the clown.
Go back in time, get Danny DeVito.
Yeah. That was what was his name?
No, I'm saying go back in time and get Danny DeVito.
But we'll keep you lot posted, innit? Let us know what you lot think. Come on now.
Yeah. It might be a surprise. It might be a surprise one, but I think
I'm not gonna knock it completely.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I think all the antennas saying it's gonna be bad, cheap film.
Yeah.
But it could be a surprise. Yeah.
Surprise. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Okay, what's next?
So, think about other things that are pretty bad. I mean, I stopped watching it like 2 years ago. Andrew Lincoln is departing the Walking Dead series.
Right. So I was saying, they killed off his wife.
Yeah.
They killed off his son.
Spoilers.
Yeah, spoiler for Walking Dead. If you're still watching it.
No, I'm probably the only one that still watches it. So nothing spoiled for me, fam.
Okay, I was gonna say like they've killed off his wife. They've killed off his son. What is left for Rick Grimes? Judith ain't even.
He ain't even got his hand. So
doesn't he?
He fucked his hand up, innit?
No, he's good. He's fine.
Has he got his hand?
Yeah, he's cool. He's cool.
Oh right, okay. I don't know why I thought
that kid is Shane's, so it's like
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, when she grows up and her nose starts getting all rough like this, maybe like.
I'm just. Do you know what? That show has been on the decline, and he knows it, and that's probably why he's leaving because it's not the same. I've never seen him on the Talking Dead because he probably doesn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I think when Chandler Riggs, his son, left, I think there was a bit of a thing going on about that.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if there was some problems. It seems like Lauren Cohan is maybe leaving as well.
Which one's that?
And she's another name, Maggie.
Yeah. So I think there was something last year about, was it pay or something like that?
I don't know. I know there was an issue with the showrunners. With the showrunners changing all the time.
Yeah.
That was every season.
And then it leading with the decline in the quality of the show and stuff like that. But like, I do feel like they need to wrap it up. Like the comics are way ahead of where they are, and the way that they dragged, like the last season was so dragged up. Like literally, you could edit those into like a shorter series with good episodes by cutting out all the crap and the longness. You know what I'm saying?
That's one of the reasons why I stopped watching it. It was just everything was so long. It was like, when are you gonna do this? When is this gonna happen? And then it's all pretty much the same thing. Like you go to a town, You don't know anyone in the town. You get beef with the town, and then
you take over the town.
You take over. You make friends. And new
you fight a different town.
Yeah.
The town up the road, it's got beef with you. Someone pops out from under the bed, and who's dead, and they got some disease, and
yeah.
But we were saying that that no one's really explained the whole why everybody's a zombie. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
this is where one of the things where I thought it fell off for me is because when they had, I can't remember, maybe it was in like season 3 or 4 or something like that, when they went to that science lab place or whatever, they met that guy.
Season 1. That was season 1.
That was season 1, bruv.
Oh wow,
that was season 1.
The best season.
And that was actually the 4th episode.
Yeah,
I think it was like 4 or 6 episodes.
That was season 1. That was early on.
This is what I'm saying. There's no reward for waiting for that, because even I thought when they started Fear the Walking Dead, I thought, oh right, maybe because this is closer to the thing, we'll get more. That this is closer to the event starting. Yeah, we'll get some answers about that or whatever.
You guys have to bear in mind that in the comics, he doesn't explain why there are zombies. You don't know if it's mystical. It just is. You just kind of gotta go with it.
Yeah, but the thing is with the TV, it's different because the comics, for one, can go on forever. With a TV show, you've got Carl growing up. You got people thinking actors will want to leave and when they started breaking off and doing stories their own way, they should have just went, right, this is what we're going to do, or this is our plan for the next 3 seasons, and we're going to wrap it up here or something. Even if they went and done something completely different, you know what I'm saying? But by just picking they're trying to ride the comic and they're just changing little bits, but it's like not enough. You know what I'm saying? I think life is formulaic.
I think, exactly. It just became too. It's like Arsenal sometimes, man. Arsenal, you played it. I didn't want to bring it up, but you have the same. You play the same way. You do the same thing. Eventually, you're just gonna get, for Walking Dead, it just got boring, man. And you can predict what's gonna happen, and then I think with the comics, like you said, it's better for them not to explain how the disease came. But I think after you do 5 seasons, 4 or 5 seasons of them going to a different town, having beef with different people, I think there's one point, especially since before, what's the prequel one called now?
Fear the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking Dead, because that doesn't explain how the disease or whatever will happen. I think they should more than likely do Walking Dead as a series, or even Fear the Walking Dead, but try and bring something new involved. Like, how did this all start? How did this all happen?
Yeah.
Instead of just.
And then you can intertwine them. You know what I mean? Where the people have kind of, I don't know, they've come close to finding out where it's come from, and they've met up with the people in Walking Dead.
Or even now I think they're starting to do that, right?
Wasn't it Heisenberg's fault?
Heisenberg was dope at Comic-Con,
though. Was it? Oh, we'll go into that in a sec. Wasn't it like, the theories out there that they had the same van that he was using in? Have you seen those theories before?
Where did that come from?
Basically, there's like
the trailer that they had.
Yeah, there's like there's Easter eggs in The Walking Dead where like they had the same van that Heisenberg was using, and
really?
I think there was like you see it. There's other things as well that are from. And I think a house from Breaking Bad is in The Walking Dead, and I think someone made a theory about what if it was his drug that.
In that case, then it's not Heisenberg, it's Jesse. It's Jesse. Jesse fucked everything up, okay? Because I love Heisenberg.
It's their fault. They did it.
And to be fair, Jesse does always fuck everything up, like literally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I so wanted him to die. Oh, I so wanted him to die.
Yeah, I'm all right. Tell us how you really feel.
Mm-hmm. I will.
That was a little tangent. Yeah.
So
okay.
Walking Dead. It's going to. One more thing about that. Norman Reedus out because everyone's leaving. I think he's going to get a fat pay rise if he stays. So
I think he'll leave because I heard that apparently his wife is pregnant.
Oh, really?
I just found out today because my friend was the one who told me that the other guy is leaving.
Yeah.
He could leave. Well, like, if they're leaving, I've got the kids to worry about.
Yeah.
You know,
That's why he's got to make more money in it. Like, yeah,
no, he's making that Hideo Kojima money now. He's got that new game, Death Stranding.
The game needs to come out. You know what I'm saying? For that money to be rolling, fam.
That game is gonna blow up. It's Hideo Kojima. That game is gonna blow up.
Yeah, for real.
It will, though.
All right, let's move on to comics review. You got we're at an hour, so we got to be kind of quick with our reviews. Keep it tight. So yeah, Josh, you want to do Power Rangers?
Yeah. So finally, I know, right? Finally, I've been catching up on Power Rangers. So for those of you that don't know, the Shattered Grid event has started. Basically, it's Lord Dracon, which is Tommy from an alternate universe, who, when the Rangers defeated him, instead of joining them, he was like, nah, I'm going to go back to Rita. And then they just fucked up everything. And I'm not going to break all that down. Comic Historian literally released this whole pre-Shattered Grid thing that happened in the first, few issues of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers comic. So if you want to check it out, but you can't bother to read it, or you don't want to buy it and you just want to see what's going on, check it out on Comic Historian's channel. It just come out like 2 days ago. So yeah, basically now at the end of that, Tommy, he's been held captive by the government or some form of the government. Think of them like Argus. Or Shield. Yeah, Argus or Shield, yeah. He's being held by them or whatever. And Saba, for those of you that remember, his White Ranger sword, comes in and tries to kill him with laser eyes, but he escapes, breaks out, and then all hell breaks loose. And the spoiler is so good. The spoiler is so good. I need to tell people this.
Spoiler warning.
Yeah, spoiler warning, because you probably ain't gonna read it anyway. Right. So in the first issue of Shattered Grid, Lord Dracon comes back and he kills Tommy.
Oh, seriously? The main Tommy?
Yeah, the main Tommy.
Oh, snap.
He kills him in the first issue of Shattered Grid.
Does he snap his neck?
No, he stabs him in the back.
Oh, shit.
That's like
that's straight.
He stabs him in the back with Saba.
No.
Or it might have been with the green dagger, but whichever one.
With his own green dagger.
Yeah. Let me break down the scene, yeah? So basically, Kim and Tommy just went on a date, innit? They go and they're like, oh yeah, should kiss one. They don't kiss, yeah? So Tommy goes his way, Kimberly goes her way, yeah? So Tommy's walking down some alleyway, yeah? Dracon just comes, stabs him in the back. Kimberly, she changed her mind. She was like, I should have kissed him. And she runs back. And when she gets there, Tommy's getting stabbed in the back. Then the next panel is just her jumping in the air. Pterodactyl! At the same time, yeah, the Pink Ranger from Power Rangers Time Force comes jumping in and starts shooting at Lord Dracon or whatever, because obviously as Time Force, she's seen that there's like something wrong with the timeline and started shattering. Yeah. And in like the first panel of the comic, the Time Force Rangers try to like hold the crack in the universe with their Megazords, and then literally they get blown up. Or 3 of them get kicked out of the Zord. West, the Red Ranger, he gets left and he's like, Jen, go back in time, sort it out or whatever. The Megazord blows up. You don't know what happens to him. We haven't seen no bodies or whatever. Then into the next issue, I'll wrap it up because I don't want to spend 10 years. Into number 26, it's that Tommy's funeral. Jason's like taking it bad and all this stuff. And Lord Dracon starts invading the other universes. And he just starts fucking up everyone, fam. Let's leave it at that. But I'm telling you, it's a good comic, and people should read it. Like,
you know what, Josh? I've got volume 1, the graphic novel.
Yeah.
And you have just sold the hell out of me. I'm like, why am I not reading this?
It's so much deeper. Like
all my days.
All the characters get developed. Like Rita has a proper backstory. Goldar has a backstory. Like there's one issue where they clone Goldar to try and get rid of all the stupid mistakes that he makes, so that they can just try and beat the Rangers with just pure brute strength, and they have to fight like 8 or 9 Goldars or something like that. It's ridiculous. And even when they do the Zord fights, like the Zords do individual things and all this stuff, it is so good. Like it wipes the floor with the series. Like it's like everything that you wanted. Say for example, yeah, Batman the animated series. This is like the comic version of that for Power Rangers. That's what I would call it. That's what I would call it. Like seriously.
I would say, while me and Josh were waiting in the very long line at Comic-Con, he was who are in Augustine.
Oh yeah.
When he was reading to everything, he was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "What's wrong?" He's like, "I'm reading Power Rangers." I was like,
"Yeah, oh my god!" Like, dudes, I'll just check it out. Like, and if you don't want to go out and buy it, Comic Storian's done quite a few videos. He done like the Pink Ranger sides where she goes off like after she leaves or whatever, and she kind of something happens when she's like in France or something like that, where kids are being kidnapped and turned into monsters, and then she like contacts Zordon's like, "I need my powers back," and they give her like some temporary powers, and she gets this new sick suit, and she rides on a motorbike, fam. Oh yeah, it's sick, fam. Like,
if you read that,
if you do check it on Comic Story, and make sure you hashtag us. We recommended you to go there.
Say the source will send you here. Or I'm here because of the source.
The source of everything.
That
does sound sick, man.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, but hopefully we come back next week and you lot might have read a couple of them, man.
Do you know, I want to try and read one over
and I tell you what, the art is amazing. The covers, so many different colors. Like,
look beautiful, bro.
Quick question to you should go on.
No, I was just agreeing. Like when I was peering over, watching him read the comic, like the artwork does look absolutely beautiful. So do check that out. It's gorgeous. Go ahead. Sorry.
Question to Josh: did you read? I didn't finish it, but did you read when they teamed up with the Justice League? Did you read that?
I've only read the first issue, and because when I got that, I ordered it off Amazon, and then when I went to get it again, because I couldn't find it on Amazon. I think, and then I went to my comic store, which I go to, and they didn't have it. And then, and then I ended up. I started buying the main series.
No, I never finished it, but it started off pretty decent. So,
yeah. I need to get onto that as well. Yeah. There's also a prequel series called Go Power Rangers, which is their time from when they get their powers to before they meet Tommy, and how they deal with being Rangers in life or whatever. It's dope. And it's got tie-ins as well to Shattered Grid. It's like Metal, but Power Rangers.
Go out and get you some Power Rangers, everybody.
Yeah, copy. What's next?
Rich?
Did you want to do Flash and Arrow season finale quickly as well?
Yeah. Did anyone else watch these?
Yeah, I watched them as well, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I haven't watched them yet.
Oh, okay. So non-spoilers then.
Spoil away.
Yeah, I thought they were pretty good. I didn't really like the Flash's season finale. Only reason why, because right at the end, it was like, well, we've been waiting for this all season. You've been feeding us little seeds, but you know, now that it's here, it's like, what, we got to wait another year now? That really upset me.
October.
Say again? October.
Yeah.
Okay, so nice little birthday present then. But yeah, I didn't really like it because of that, really. Also, no, she's not dead, Sean. Iris is still alive. Unfortunately.
Hi, Sean.
What else? The story itself, the main story, again, that could have been done a bit quicker. I think that dragged on for quite a bit. It was good. I did actually nearly tear up when certain things happened in that episode. But yeah, it could have happened quite a while ago. So many fillers in there. I think they just got to do like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. does. Like before the mid-season break, they just do one full story, like proper one full story, and then the next season break they do another story, and then just don't leave anything dangling, you know, because at the end of the day it's just like 22 episodes of trying to figure out what happens.
Dragging out in this season. Like there was too much filler, I felt like when they tried to go with this, let's go back to season 1 and make it a bit funny or whatever. I was like, nah, it just everything felt too out of place. Like there was things I did like. I did like Ralph Dibney. I thought he was cool. I thought he was going to be annoying and I wasn't going to like him.
Yeah, I liked him.
I ended up liking him. I didn't like the whole Iris is the leader thing. I was like, well, how is she the leader? Like, what was her job?
Have you not seen that meme about her being the leader?
Nah.
What's that?
There's this meme where it's like Cisco Ramon can warp through worlds, not the leader of Team Flash.
Oh, right.
Then can shoot ice, and then fastest man alive, and then Iris West does nothing, leader of Team Flash.
This is what I'm saying. Even Joe West could be the leader of it. Is more qualified. Do you know what I'm saying?
For real.
Like, I don't understand why she's the leader. And even if she was, like, obviously we don't know what happened in the time between when Barry left and came back. But I assume when Barry came back, he would be the leader of Team Flash.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What? Because he doesn't sit behind a computer. Like, I'm sitting behind a computer. Am I the leader of Team Flash? No. You know what I'm saying? Am I married to the Flash? No. You know what I'm saying?
Privileges.
Have I even met the Flash? No.
Privileges.
I know.
But on the other side of things, Arrow this season was pretty dope. I did really enjoy this season.
Arrow killed this season.
It was sick.
Can I just say?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not. Obviously, I haven't finished watching them, but I've been for the past couple of days. I've been binging a couple episodes of Arrow, and I found myself really, really enjoying the show, but cannot be bothered to watch the Flash. It says a lot.
Yeah. I mean,
Arrow
the thing is
killing it. It's killing.
Do you know what makes me cry about this as well? Is like Arrow is sick, but the thing that will make it 10 times sicker is if it was a Batman story, because this is just basically Batman, really and truly. It is. Every time like the cave gets invaded, or they got spies, or I'm just thinking this is the Bat family. This could have been Batman. But I like it. I do like it, and that's the only thing I hate is that I'm watching Arrow instead of Batman.
The villain Diaz, I'm loving. Like I just watched the other day the one with his where you didn't even see Oliver Queen. It was just Diaz. And That episode was sick. That was such a sick episode.
Yeah. And I think I like the way they set up Diaz, because they proper made it like he was nothing. He had a thing with people, and then you thought, oh, that's it. Then when he came in, it was like, what, this guy just some drug dealer or whatever. He came over it totally out of nowhere. Not this whole thinker thing taking 10 years, but we know. Even though I have to say, the thinker had that one bit where he broke into Argos, where he broke.
That was.
Where he broke into Argos, and it was one of the best scenes that they've done on the CW shows. Like he proper just, and it was to the music and everything.
That was dope.
He fucked up everyone.
That was one of the best scenes of the season as well.
That's what, but that's what I wanted. Like at the end of the mid-season, mid-season finale.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then ultimately, the finale, no spoilers, was a bit anticlimactic. How it ended. Whereas Arrow, on the other hand, instead of leaving bare questions that you were getting throughout the season, it kind of wrapped everything up and then left a whole bunch of new questions as to what's going to happen next season.
And we know who's coming in next season. Mate, I'm so excited for this, man.
Yeah, Arrow's proper picked up.
It has, man.
I'm going to watch it right now.
Yeah, I'm mad excited, yo.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick, man. It's gonna be sick.
I know it's Batwoman. You're not just gassing me. I know it's Batwoman. Like, just don't even. No, don't tell me.
So yeah, if Flash, watch it if you've been watching it. If not, you can just fly over or just watch the last episode and see that sick fight scene. Arrow, watch them all, man. Watch them all.
I have a quick Comic-Con story to tell you guys that kind of relates to the CW universe.
Oh.
Right. So, actually looking for you, Rich and Isha, the other with Fee and Sean, and we're walking, and I see this black actor, and I'm like, I know that guy from British television. So I'm like, give him a head nod, and he nods his head back at me, and then I'm like, should I get a picture of him? And Fee's like, well, why not? I'm like, no, I'll be so fake, because I don't remember what he's from. Like, I know I've seen him on TV, but I don't remember specifically what he's from. So then I walk back and I'm like, no, forget it. I don't want to be fake. I don't want to get a picture with a celebrity just to get a picture with a celebrity.
Mm.
So I'm like, I'm going to look up and find out what he's in. Go home, completely forgot about it. Woke up the next morning, I was like, oh yeah, let me find out who that is. So I literally Googled black British actors over 40. And he came up. His name is David something. I'm like, oh my God, that's John Jones from Supergirl. How the did I miss that?
Oh shit!
Oh,
He was like,
he
right.
was there.
But he was there, not behind a panel or any. He was
just walking around.
family, just walking around. I'm like, how the hell I missed that opportunity? And I'm like, oh my, I was proper kicking myself afterwards. He looked at me, smiled, and gave me a head, and I was like, I know that guy from TV, but I couldn't. It's because I don't watch Supergirl.
You don't watch Supergirl, that's why.
I don't watch Supergirl, so I didn't put it. But I've seen it.
You should have nudged me, man. You should have nudged me.
Man, you weren't there. That's the thing. I was looking for you there, so you weren't there. If you were there, I would have been. If you were there, it would have been a completely different story.
In October, we're all walking around with a mini.
Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely.
I just couldn't believe that I missed the opportunity. When I realized, I was like, I was proper kicking myself afterwards as well.
Yeah.
Like,
one thing I realized with Supergirl as well, actually, now that just because we're on that subject quickly, is that he is dope in it, and I wish that he was actually in it a bit more. Because definitely, because there's certain things that happened, you know, like John Jones is here, man. If he was, if he could do pretty much, he's like Superman.
My biggest beef with it is that every time he's in it, sometimes you get beat too easily by, like, say for example, even when he's thinking with Supergirl or something, I'll be like, but you got even experience on her. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how strong she is.
Exactly.
You're on Superman levels. Really, you could take her.
Exactly.
Supergirl show, like, but I stopped watching that. Not because I'll get back onto it eventually.
You know, in comics,
wasn't important enough.
In comics, Superman has actually stated, he's actually admitted that he feels that John Jones is stronger than he is.
Yeah.
Like, he's powerful.
He's well powerful.
I think it was in the New 52 actually, where Amanda Waller started her own Justice League of America, and got him to lead it because she knew he was the only one that could take on Superman.
Yeah. And there was one issue where I'm pretty sure it was in the New 52 as well, where he took on the whole Justice League.
Yeah, he did. I remember.
And he banged them up.
Yeah, he did.
So, there you go. Martian Manhunter.
All right. Okay, let me quickly go through Doctor Strange then. Doctor Strange, it was the final issue from Donny Cates. Basically, from the start of Doctor Strange with Jason Aaron's, there was no magic. Certain things happen. With Donny Cates coming in now, magic is back. He's got a new assistant. Her name, what was her name? Zelma. Her name was Zelma. A few things happened. He lost his Sorcery Supreme title to, spoilers, Loki. So he was, so he was down and out basically. Zelma was still at the Sanctum Sanctorum with Loki, and Loki's being Loki as usual. Then stuff happened. He came back. He got his Sorcerer Supreme ship back. Unfortunately, Loki killed his pet dog because he was actually working as a vet, and he had a dog that could actually talk. So he killed his pet dog, unfortunately.
Why am I now seeing that?
So
bad. Doctor Strange has been so sick. I think Donny Cates he's been amazing for me this year, man. He also was doing Thanos. So yeah, he's been writing some good shizzle, and this was unfortunately his last issue of Doctor Strange. It's a good issue. It's got Spider-Man in it, and the chemistry between, he's a great Spider-Man writer, I think, Donny Cates. He's got his humor down to the T, and he's just got a great relationship with Spider-Man's got a great relationship with Zelma, and even the Ghost Dog as well.
The Ghost Dog, stop it.
Yeah, the dog is so funny. He's
Can
like,
people stop killing people's dogs?
I know, but it's kind of better now that the dog's dead because he's just a ghost and he can talk, and you know everyone can see him, and he's like, you're a dog that can talk. But yeah, it's such a good heartwarming issue because they are kind of patching things up as well. And it's just basically them talking and trying to sort things out. It kind of makes you feel like they're kind of in love, but they're not actually in love. It's actually like a proper solid friendship kind of thing.
Okay.
So yeah, I think that was a great issue. If you haven't been reading Doctor Strange, Donny Cates, I'd definitely recommend it when the book comes out. Definitely get that. The next issue of Doctor Strange will be Doctor Strange in Space.
In space.
That should be coming out in June by Mark Waid. So I am looking forward to that.
Good old Mark Waid. All right, that's pretty sick.
Yeah. Speaking of being in space, Black Panther issue 1.
In space.
In space. You know what? Ta-Nehisi Coates has been his first run of Black Panther. I'm still kind of in the middle of it. There's just so much going on. There's so much reading. It's so political.
Yeah.
I kind of dropped off a bit, but this issue is something very different. Basically, a few thousand years ago. No, it's not a major spoiler. It's not a big spoiler, but basically, Wakanda has traveled throughout space now. So there's a planet or a fleet, a bit like the Shi'ite Empire, but they're Wakandans. Not specifically Wakandans, but you've got different aliens.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Basically, he wakes up and he's kind of lost his memory. And he's trying to figure out where he is, and he's been taken to like a slave planet where he's kind of mining and stuff like that. So it's just the first issue. It was really good because you're kind of traveling with him because he's lost his memory and you don't know what's going on, because the last issue before that, it was kind of like a happy ending and he was back in Wakanda on planet Earth and that. And this one's just basically he's in space. There's Wakandan cities. Everyone's, it's just wild, and you're kind of traveling with him. It's kind of confusing as well because you've got other characters from Wakanda in there as well. So yeah, you don't know what exactly is going on, but definitely I'll recommend this one. I hope it's better than his first run of Black Panther, because like I said, it was just too much politics going on and it just got a bit boring at some points. So but it's looking good, definitely looking good.
Check that out, people. Check that out.
Go check out your Black Panther.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Do you get to read No Justice? Or
I read it. It's just I don't have notes with me to review that. I will just say that
it's banging.
It's really issue 3 was really good. Let me see if I got some images to pull up or something. It was really good. You kind of find out because I think it was in issue 2 where they Batman's team is team I forgot, Entropy. I think it's Team Entropy, and their suits were leading them deep into this kind of prison. And Batman's like, we're going to keep going, and they pull out a Brainiac because Brainiac's head exploded in issue 1.
Oh yeah, I think I heard about this actually.
Yeah, so they pulled out another Brainiac.
Yeah,
who's like his son, and his son basically goes in issue 3. Basically tells them Brainiac's plan, because Brainiac brought together all these heroes and villains, and it's not to save the universe from these Titans. It's to save his planet. It was all to save his planet. It was basically just to diverge the Titans off of his planet,
right?
So that they would go to Earth and mess that up. I can't explain. Yeah, basically it's a trap. He basically, screwed them over. So now they're like trying to figure out how to, obviously they're the Justice League and they're not going to have that. And another thing that happened is Starfire's like, we have to stop this, because there was another bit where Team Wisdom find because they're all in different locations and they all find different kind of prisons. And Starfire's Team Wisdom finds a planet which happens to be, you know, Brainiac. He takes planets, doesn't he?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
She didn't know that Tamran was taken, her planet. So she's
Right.
like, we have to stop this because they've got Tamran. We need to free all these planets. So again, I don't have the notes, but it's just a really, really good read. The artwork is amazing. The writing is great. It really is. And this whole thing going on with Amanda Waller and Green Arrow is sick.
Yeah.
Sick. So you'll enjoy that. You'll enjoy
Amanda Waller, fam.
He's literally just like the only hero left, and he's just grasping at straws. And it's almost like the Odd Couple kind of buddy cop thing going on, where Amanda Waller's like, no, we're gonna do this, and Oddie's like, no, we're doing this. It's really good. Just if you haven't if you're not reading No Justice, start reading it. It's only 4 issues. They'll be out by next week because issue 4 is out next week, so you can just pick them up and bolt.
It's out this week actually.
Snap, yeah, it is out this week. So when I go home, it will be there waiting for me, and I will review issue 4 properly. But it's really, really good.
So speaking of comics being out today, our little pull list for our recommendations. For DC Comics, we got finally Doomsday Clock issue 5.
Oh my god!
That's out tomorrow, isn't it?
It's today. Today's Wednesday, bro.
Comic book day, man.
Justice League No Justice issue 404. That should be out today. And Man of Steel issue 1 is out today. So that's for DC. Those are the 3 DC comics we recommend. Obviously, we're all happy about those. You can sound of it.
Yeah, Doomsday Clock. I'm definitely getting.
I think I need a bit of a refresher.
I was thinking the same because I was reading the comic I was reading Red Hood and another DC comic, probably the Terrifics, and Doomsday Clock keeps being advertised. And I'm like, when is this?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even remember what happened last time. So,
yeah, it was the
was it Rorschach one? It was Rorschach. But that was all Rorschach, so I'd probably have to go before that and try and figure out what happened before that.
Batman put him in prison.
Yeah,
Batman was pretty badass.
Rorschach was first. Go out and get.
I can't wait for the next one, and I see Joker's on the front cover.
Yeah. I got that. As well.
All right. Cool. Hopefully, mine will be out in time so that we can review it.
Yeah.
Because I get mine in the post. I don't have a comic book shop to go to, so.
I went past mine today, but I was running late to get here, so I had to leave it.
I had to move back into London.
All right, so IDW. We've got Star Trek: The Next Generation Through the Mirror, issue 5.
Ooh.
Can Captain Picard prevent his mirror counterpart plans from galactic conquest? It's the explosive finale of Through the Mirror.
Ooh. Star Trek Discovery, hurry up and come back.
Oh yeah, man. I can't wait for Discovery. I really can't wait for Discovery.
Come on.
Image Comics, Kill or Be Killed, issue 19, and Saga, issue 52.
Saga! So behind it now, you don't even know. I'm sure that little girl has grown up quite a bit by now.
Come on, there's television people. They have a kingdom. They're flying on a giant tree. People. Tree is a spaceship. Brilliant.
All it says.
You have to be nice to her. Rock flying.
People are lying. It's great.
Lion cat.
Yeah.
All it says here on the previews is danger approaches. So. Yeah.
Danger always approaches.
Great.
So, for Marvel Comics, Amazing Spider-Man issue 800.
Fine. I'm so behind.
Yeah.
I need to binge read. Like I straight need to binge read.
This one is a big issue actually. I got this one today as well. It's pretty thick, so I think it's probably 40+ pages. But this also is Dan Slott's first issue, moving from Dan Slott.
Last issue.
Last issue. I think it's his last issue.
I swear it is his last issue. That was the whole big thing as well. It's going to be 800, and he's leaving to do. I forgot what else he's doing. I swear
Fantastic Four.
Yeah, Fantastic Four, which I can't wait to come out.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this to me, Marvel? Marvel, by the way, don't release like the Fantastic Four issue 1 and then have me go buy 4 different issues for each character.
You know you're going to.
Don't, nah.
You know you are.
I don't want to know what the Thing was up to. Just put them all together in one little comic book so I can read it. It's cool.
What you talking about Marvel 2-in-1? Is that what you're on about?
No, I can't remember what they did it in, but the last thing they did it in was Hunt for Wolverine, where you got like they got issue 1 and then you got like 4 issues to four different comics. Sorry. Anyway,
yeah,
I digress.
That's the other one. Marvel 2-in-1 issue 6 is out today as well. This has been pretty good. The Thing and Johnny Storm is looking for the Fantastic Four.
Not for crying out loud.
They should be finding them pretty soon.
Oh my days! Oh, the frustration is real.
Yep.
How many issues?
Been pretty good.
No, I was gonna ask, how many issues in are there?
6. This is issue 6.
I may as well just go binge. I've got to go buy those. Oh, for crying out loud.
They have been good.
I need to allow it, man.
I'm not sure when the Fantastic Four will be back, but it's more than likely next month. So we'll see what happens. And the final one for Marvel is Star Wars Lando Double or Nothing. Lando. I put this on the list because obviously I saw Star Wars and not Star Wars Solo, and Lando was the main man. So
yeah.
Come on now.
The more Lando we get, the better, I think.
Yeah.
So, yes, let's do this. It's all about
Lando.
And that's it for the pull list. Thanks.
All right, cool.
Woo! Oh yeah.
Was that it? Are we done? Is it over?
Done.
Is it
Is it
over?
over? Oh my God.
For joining us again Wednesday, 7:30 here at the Sourcewall Live on YouTube.
It's
You comment, share, subscribe, like, all of that good, and talk to us. Come and talk to us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, iTunes. We all have the links in
the description below. And if you want us to review or read any of your comics, if you're a comic book writer or artist, let us know, and we'll read it as well.
Yeah.
And review it.
And to all the MC, the Elder Comic Con people, thank you so much for talking to us. You were amazing, and we cannot wait to see you and more of you.
We got something special. We've got something special coming up soon.
We've got some videos coming up. So keep an eye out because all that shit's going to be dropping soon.
I'm probably not getting them unless they sneak shot me, but
next time.
Oh man! All right, everyone. Peace out. Enjoy your week. Until next week.
Live long and prosper.
Peace and peace.
Batman for real.
I'm Batman.